What is up, guys? Welcome to another edition of Market Marauders, beating the market one trade at a time. Beating the Market Marauders investment channel helps you find best deals in the market. As I'm interested in, make sure that thumbs up definitely helps the YouTube algorithm promote the videos. All right, so I'll be going over my top Biden administration stocks. So I think these are stocks that the Biden administration, if you invest in now, you will benefit the most, in my personal opinion. First things first, I do have a new channel called the Market Marauder Show, so make sure you go at it if you have a chance. Link will be down below in the description as well as in the comment section. So the Market Marauder Show. So first things, let's jump into the first one. So this is going to be from the vaccine sector. I think with the Biden administration battling the pandemic is going to be, one of the number one things that we're talking about, or that's going to be talked about. It hasn't gone away just because we got a new president. So I think it's going to be still a topic of debate. The first stock on here is going to be ticker sign mRNA for Moderna. Today they hit $137 even. They are still bullish. Moving average 10 is above 50 and 100, which is purple and yellow line. So this red line is above the purple and yellow line. So overall still bullish. And VWAP is below moving average 10, which denote it may have some sideways running after today. But overall, still bullish for the stock in general. Now, on the show, I like to give some background information. So let's jump into that. So they had a press release that came out today, which basically says that they announced the first participant dosed in phase 1 of the 2 study of the Moderna vaccine in Japan, led by Takeda. So they're expecting to enroll 200 adults in Japan from phase 1 of 2. So it looks like they're still doing some testing of their vaccine. So it looks like it's the mRNA 1273 or the TAK 919. So I know the rollout of it has come through the U.S., but now it looks like they're spreading to other countries and starting to do their testing over there. So overall, expecting to see some more updates from that since it's in phase 1 of 2. But I definitely believe that they'll have some good news coming out of that when it comes out. Next, I want to say stock to look for in the vaccine space is going to be Pfizer. Now, Pfizer and Moderna were the first two to get authorization in the U.S., Pfizer being the first one, and then Moderna the second one. So I think that trend will continue on as, we enter this Biden administration. Moving average 10 is below 50 and 100, which is purple and yellow line. So it is bearish. VWAP is also below moving average 10, so bearish on both metrics. But I still think it has potential to go up during this transition of power. I expected it to kind of go down. But once some more updates come out for them, I expect it to go back up. So I'm definitely keeping my eyes out on Pfizer. Background information on them. This article came out yesterday. But it says Pfizer and BioNTech published results of studies showing the pandemic vaccine elicits antibodies that neutralize pseudovirus bearing the SARS-CoV-2, a UK strain spike protein in the cell culture. So in the UK, there was a new strain that came out, but it seems like from this article that they're saying that their vaccine actually neutralizes that, and it looks antibodies to neutralize that. So maybe a good thing that the Pfizer one is good for the new strain as well as the old strain. So that's good for them. I think they may be doing some more research on that. So I'm going to be looking into that as time goes on. But I do suspect that the Pfizer and Moderna one will continue to be the main focus as we enter this Biden administration. Next, we have ticker sign GM for General Motors. Now, they did touch $56.97 this week. Have been on a pretty high run this week. They ended the day at $55.08. Then after hours went up 7 more cents and at $55.07. Overall, still bullish. Moving average 10 is above 50 and 100. Bear in mind, this is a 30-minute chart, so if you look at a different chart, it may be different. And VWAP is above moving average 10. This is from the perspective of Webull. If you'd like to sign up to get 4 free stocks when you deposit $100 or more, there'll be a link down below where you can do so. But overall, I think GM is going to have a fantastic year this year. Going to a new article that came out from them the other day, and also made a video about it that's on the channel, just talking all about GM. But GM basically made a press release talking about that they're going to be partnering with Cruise and Microsoft for self-driving cars. So Cruise and GM team up with Microsoft to commercialize self-driving vehicles, which I think is a very good partnership. Some big names on here, GM and Microsoft partnering together, and I think it's going to be interesting to see how this actually plays. Now, Microsoft has a slew of people who definitely know what they're talking about and expertise when it comes to self-driving. So GM definitely will be able to benefit from this partnership, and Cruise as well. So next stock on here is ticker sign F for Ford. Now I think Ford's going to have a great year as well. They did touch $12.15 today, so that's been their weekly high so far. They ended at $11.53, and after hours went down 11 more cents to end at $11.42. But overall, still bullish. Moving average 10 is above 50 and 100. And VWAP is below moving average 10, which denotes that it may have some sideways momentum. But if you look at the pattern, VWAP usually goes above the moving average 10 when it gets to the morning. So it may have potential run up when the market opens tomorrow. But it's definitely going to have to test this $12.50 metric yet again. So going to see how far it will fall. It has quite a bit of wiggle room between its moving average 50 and where it currently is at its moving average 10. So between 1166 and 1060 is a pretty significant gap, in my opinion, for it to oscillate between there before it goes back up to test this 1215 level. Background on them, just going to be talking about their vehicle it just released, which is the Mustang Mach-E. I think it looks really nice. I've seen a lot of videos talking about it, and I think it's a good entry into the EV space from an American manufacturer besides Tesla. Now, if we know Tesla has been making EV cars for quite a while, it's what the whole company's based off of, but a more common EV company, a more common auto manufacturer like Ford releasing an EV car, that's already on the road, or that's going to be on the road pretty soon, I think will, kind of solidify that EVs are here. For a long time, it was the Volt, and then Tesla kind of came around and kind of took over, in my opinion. But Tesla's barrier for entry doesn't really seem to be something that most people can afford at this time. I know I can't afford it; they're pretty expensive. But the Mach-E may be a little bit cheaper, and people may be more familiar with the name Mustang as well as the name Ford. So they may say people may be more inclined, just because of the history of Ford and the history of Mustang, to jump into EVs through this venture than to jump into Tesla's, it being its own company overall. Either way, I think the EV market is going to continue to grow during 2021. And interested to see how or what type of tax benefits come through this Biden administration for going EV opposed to a petroleum or a gas-powered car. Next, we have ticker sign PLUG for Plug Power. Now, Plug Power has touched $68.45, so that was earlier this week, or it was on the 19th. But overall, the company is still bullish. Moving average 10 is above 50 and 100, but VWAP is down below moving average 50 and the moving average 100. So if you can tell on this chart, they kind of all come together right here. But VWAP's at 63.17. Moving average 50 is at, man, these are all jumbled up together. Moving average 50 is at 63.35, and then moving average 100 at 63.60. And then we can see the moving average 10 is at 64.20. So above all those metrics on that one. So very interesting play moving forward. But I think they definitely have a lot of growth potential. And they're not, an uncommon name at this point in time. Going into this press releases from them, it just came out the 19th that they're going to be planned to selection of Rochester to host Plug Power Innovation Center. So this is definitely interesting to see. I like to see it once it's done. It says expected online by mid-2021. Innovation Center will mark a significant expansion the company's production and manufacturing capabilities for fuel cell and electrolyzers. It will also house research and development for MEAs and fuel cell stacks. The announcement comes by increasing recognition to the critical role of green hydrogen, which is produced by electrolyzers using renewable energy and developed in fuel cells, could play in achieving zero carbon economy. So that's kind of a buzzword, a zero carbon economy or a zero carbon date of like 20, I think it was like 2030 or something. I know a lot of big companies have made that pledge. So that's, I think, is going to be on one of the initiatives for the Biden administration to continue with that target date. But this is going to be one of the companies leading the charge on that. So I definitely expect them to have a great 2021 and like to see some more numbers come out from them on how they're going to improve their innovation as well as their finances. Lastly on here, we have ticker sign ENPH for Enphase Energy. They touched $214.50, and that was today. So pretty significant level from them. They ended the day at $212.09, and then after hours went 54 more cents down to end at $211.55. So not too bad of a metric for them. Moving average 10 is above 5100, so it is bullish. VWAP is below moving average 10, so maybe some more sideways momentum coming from them, but overall still going to be looking to see how they perform as time goes on, especially during this new administration coming to power. Background on them: they are a solar company, so they are one of the leading solar companies that's out there. Just reading some of the highlights of the press releases, they launched an installer network in Australia. Upstart Power announces investment in residential fuel cell technology from clean tech leaders. They are partnering with SunNova to expand partnership, including battery storage, and Energy and Solar Optimum expand partnership to include battery storage. So this is two different partnerships that they have. And then it says they released their inaugural environmental, social, and governance report. So a lot of good things this company is doing. As far as solar is concerned, I definitely see the spread of solar as well, with some more tax benefits potentially coming through this administration for solar power, being an alternative power source to the regular one that's out there. And then that's the list. So we have Moderna and Pfizer being the two vaccine plays that I think are going to continue to grow. GM and Ford, which I think are going to be two, car companies that are going to have a great year. And then for renewable energy sector, which I think is going to grow, we have Plug Power and Enphase Energy. Also, make sure you go join or go look at the new channel. We're talking all about penny stocks and have some options on here as well. So make sure you go check it out if that's something that you like. And I'll see you guys next time. Hope everybody has a good week of trading. It's been an okay week, but make sure you all are locking in some profits out there. And thank you all for the views. Definitely means a lot to me. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.